Hey guys, and welcome back to White Knight Chronicle Let's Play. It has been forever since I've recorded, and I am both sorry to you guys and myself. I have not been in any mood to record. There's been a lot of stress and other shit happening in my life, and it's just kinda... it's killed my motivation to record, and I've just kicked myself in the butt a lot about it. But today I felt a lot better, so I decided that I would use this as a little bit of motivation to just push me into at least one more recording session since it's been so long. So, why don't we return to Bunker Lode Caverns? I've worked my way back up to this elevator since I had to walk back to the beginning of the Bunker Lode to save. And let's see what lies deeper within as we follow these lovely copper mine tracks. I also have to reacquaint myself with the controls. Also, hey, new enemy, I think. I don't remember running into these guys yet, so let me introduce the Black Knave. These are Magi-specific enemies, and they're huge. I don't really know how to describe what Black Magi are. Pretty much, or not Black Magi, Black Knaves are, I believe what they are is that they are enchanted armor. Thus why you can see that their head is glowing. So I think you're pretty much just fighting like an artificial knight from the Magi. Ow, that really hurt. As you can see, I am quite prepared for this in all of the ways. But it's all going to be fine. Because we're going to keep doing this, and I'm going to remember what his weakness is, which is smashing. Okay. So I'm just going to keep using Smash on his head. Ugh, man, it has been forever since I picked up this game. Because though I haven't felt like recording, I have played other games, and recently, for about a week or two, I have only been playing Kingdom Hearts, because my friend convinced me to give the series a try again, and I've actually really been enjoying it. So far I've worked through a majority of the games through the Final Mix collection. And I'm currently working through the prequel, Birth by Sleep. Man, there's so much to do in those games. Good heavens. But beyond that, I haven't really been doing much. Usually either just hanging around watching YouTube, trying to get stuff sorted out in my life, or just hanging with friends and trying not to be stressed. My life is wunderbar, but it's fine. Majority of the time, you can usually see me in Josh Jepson's comments or on his streams. So if you ever want to say hi, feel free, drop by. Sorry, pal. Or don't. Because who am I to force you to watch anybody? Yeah, that's where I am. I have no other life outside of YouTube. Well, enough about me. Look, it's a strange pump mechanism that we need to activate in order to get onto the elevator. And also, I realized that anytime I play this, I never really use my magic much. I think I've mentioned this before, but I don't really use the magic much. And I think this is mostly just because early on, magic isn't that good. It's not until you get the later spells and you use it for crowd control that it really becomes as amazing as it pretty much is. Granted, it's also very good to use to keep your distance if you're a sword user or something. Because you do have elemental moves as a sword user or an axe user, but it's usually more helpful to have the magic because you can hit, for one thing, you can hit at a farther range, so you're in less danger of being hurt. And 2, you can hit the weaknesses a lot easier. And 3, when you're fighting gigantic enemies, a sword or axe user does not have the reach of a bow or mage. In order to actually hit the head of one of the gigantic monsters, you have to make them kneel. So that involves a lot of hitting on their legs. Just in case you hadn't realized that, because I think I've done that a few times, but I never specifically explained. You gotta be on those legs. I don't really know what else to talk about with this game. I don't have anything else to really talk about in general. I'm a very boring individual when it comes to commentary. So I could just keep talking about Twitch, considering that quite a few of my friends are streamers, so... Link in the sidebar for my friend Chelsea X Lynn, who streams Nintendo games and sometimes Star Wars. Or my friend Jordan, who streams lots of games, like the new dinosaur game, Ark, where you play as some person thrown into a dinosaur world and you have to build and tame dinosaurs. Pretty much the most I can tell you about the story because it's a beta and they haven't really released much besides that. It's kind of like a very nice looking Minecraft with dinosaurs. Also, I leveled up. Yay. And I accidentally attacked the elemental, so yay again. This is just going to be the plug episode, where I just plug a bunch of people. But it's fine. And if you really want to see me on more often, my friend Let's Plays recently got me to play some Minecraft with her. And that is up on her channel, if you want to go watch us suck at Hunger Games. Beyond that, I was also on her Pokemon Snakewood LP, though that's an experience that probably won't be continued until she gets some of her recording issues with that fixed. The woes of an LP are lots and lots of recording issues sometimes. I don't recommend LPing unless you are really into dealing with both the good and bad side of it. I'm also just going to ignore this Earth Dragon and its introduction because, it's fine. Yeah, dragons are probably the strongest enemy you are going to run into up to this point. They are incredibly well armored. Good note, anytime you have to fight a dragon in this game, attack its tail until it breaks, because it will always have a tail drop, and you can, see? And then you want to attack either of its legs, and you can knock it down. But in order to actually knock a dragon over, you can't just attack its legs. You have to attack its legs, and then it will slightly bend down to a point where you can hit a weak point on its head. There we go. And if you hit that, then it falls over. And then you can get lots of hits on its back, but there are drops that you can get from its back, but you're either going to kill it or it's going to get up too fast. So I wouldn't rely too much on anything that will drop from its back, and just focus on other things. And hey, look, there's the elevator down there. Did we? I think we got that. If I missed that lever. No, I think I did. I was just talking. What was I saying? My short-term memory goes out the window like no other. But yeah, dragon grinding. You will probably end up having to do that in order to get some of the good armor later on. And always farm for drops from its tails. And pretty much anything you can think of besides its back. Let's see. That was actually a new enemy, the Magi Officer. They are, I believe they're just sword and shield users, and they just have higher defense and attack than regular units. Another chest there.
I hope we find them soon.
And this should be the last lever. There we go. And that message appears, notifying you that you've gotten all the levers, and this elevator is working now. And thankfully, this upper area is a lot easier than most, so getting all of the treasure chests here, as long as you... Well, I should say as long as you know the trick, because you can just go the long way and go through that one and walk back around. But, yeah, if you know the trick to just walking through there, you can avoid the enemies and just keep moving on with your life. And also, you can walk down those stairs, and it's pretty helpful. Also, I'm sorry if I keep pointing the camera weirdly. Like I said earlier, I have to readjust myself to the controls, and the camera controls in this game are inverted, which I'm not particularly used to. So that's fun. But enough about that. It is time to go on an elevator ride. Take this elevator down to basement 1? Yes, let's go.
Use the princess to break the seal.
Will they, Eldor? Oh my. Try not to choke on my tea. It's fine. It's all gonna be okay. There's a save point here where you can heal, repair, do all that stuff. Now this is the part of Bunker Lode Caverns that you will see a lot more often if you are doing the quests of the game. Which I might do a bonus video later into the series, or after the series is done, just to show it off. Because it's actually a good way, considering that in North America, you can't do online anymore. It's a good way to sometimes get your companions leveled up and get items. Which you're going to have to in order to actually get some of the later stuff. Yeah, Fire Dragon, yay! If you haven't figured out the theme for Bunker Lode Cavern, it's Dragon Haven. Hey! It's a Dragon Van Haven. My jokes are horrible, and I do not blame you if you don't think I'm funny. But I amuse myself, and if I can make one other person laugh with my lame jokes, then it makes me fine. Yeah, Fire Dragon's very simple. Same as the Earth Dragon, just different elemental weaknesses. Ugh. It's also pretty helpful having Leonard with an axe with these guys, because he has more bludgeoning moves than if you kept him on his base sword. So it's a good idea to multi-class sometimes. Even if it's just to hit weaknesses that other weapons have. Granted, I am probably going to just keep Leonard an axe user because I like the strength buffs that he gets. And like I was saying, these dragons don't stay on their backs long enough for you to really get them unless you're super strong. Because I believe that the drops are based off of damage dealt to that area of the body. So if you can get a strong hit off on it, you'll be able to pull through, but beyond that, no. I wouldn't waste your time. Also, the audio is slightly lagging in my ears, and I don't want it to. I haven't recorded in a while. Give me a break. Don't make my first recording fail. Especially with all I've done and how stupid I've been. And then I was also slightly worried that I wasn't recording my audio. But it's all okay. Pardon me while I move this to make sure I'm actually recording. You want to go this way. Stop. Are we good? Are you good? Are you done? Can I keep playing in peace? Now, as I was going to say, you can go down that way, but I don't believe it will let you through the elevator. That goes down deeper into the caverns where most of your quests will take place. Story-wise, however, you want to head over here. Because the special ruins that were uncovered recently are over here, which is why the Magi are over here. I'm pretty sure that if you were sneaky enough, you probably could have avoided fighting that dragon. But experience, so I wouldn't complain. Ugh, man. I stretch out my back. I also really need to go for a walk more. I just need to load up something on my phone and put in my headphones and just walk somewhere. I think it would be good exercise and also just a good way to just get out, be away from stuff for a little bit, and just enjoy nature in its finest. Excuse me, that was a burp. And we have another black mage. Why do I keep calling it a black mage? Whatever, fine. It's called a black mage now. I don't care. Oh. Speaking of black mages, one of the worst things about anything that uses magic in this game is that they have the siphon ability. And will take MP away from you, which screws you over in the long run no matter what you're doing, because MP is used for everything. Those dang magic users. With their newfangled fire blasts and their ice cold hip-hop. I don't know where I'm going with this joke, but it's okay. Because baby, don't worry. Every little thing is going to be alright. It's also really great because Yuli is really doing a good job on keeping up that Spirit's Hymn, which I'm going to use on myself. It will probably be pretty useful for the boss fight we are coming up upon. And I will probably end the video before we get to that, because that is probably going to take a while. Because I haven't done this fight in a long... I haven't done this fight. Yeah, that's proper English. I haven't done this boss fight in a while, so I'm probably going to die, because I suck at video games. Not even going to sugarcoat it. The first time I did this fight, back when I originally got this game, it screwed me over big time. So I'm just going to base everything off of that. Let's please knock you over. There we go. Oh, you still... Sometimes the game loves to just be a dick and get the ultimate move off anyway, even if you do cancel it. It's wonderful when you're low on health and relying on the knockdown. Let me tell you, it is a barrel of laughs. I have never figured out what exactly this is. I'm assuming it must be like an air duct or something. Just to keep sunlight and air coming in. But I never understood exactly what it's supposed to be. Because it looks kind of like part of the ruins. But beyond that, yeah. That's how you describe most things. Just, yeah. Make weird noises and people will understand that you have no idea what it is. Do that in public. I'm sure you will get all the amazing looks. What price is this item? Yeah. Throw it into your cart. It's fine. How does this remind you of greed? Is it because of all the metal? Okay, well, ignoring Yuli and her crazy tendencies, I shall end that part here, and in the next part, we will move on to the ruins and see exactly if we can find Cisna and what lies deep within the Bunker Lode Caverns. And also boss time. So, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys then. Bye!